What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have something a little bit different, and as you can see, these are the Air Jordan 1 High Midnight Navy Golf that released last week. Now, I was able to scoop up a pair in my size pretty easily. They did sell out instantly, but I think a lot of people ended up just canceling their orders, so they kind of just restocked on the website. And I've had this pair for a couple days now, and without further ado, let's dive right into the sneaker. Now, I know that Nike has been marketing this pair as a high top model, but what I can tell you is that it's more of a mid top in the sense that, you know, the cut itself is slightly lower than our traditional Air Jordan 1 highs. And I'll show you that a little bit later in the video when I'm doing the comparison with a specific Air Jordan 1 model that I want to talk about. Now, so the side panel of the sneaker is basically this, you know, our regular crisp white leather here. Nothing too fancy there. And on top of that, you've got this kind of like metallic looking silver leather swoosh. The QC is pretty much on point. And the leather itself is quite smooth. And here, towards the front, you've got the patent leather midnight navy colored overlay here on the front. And that material extends all the way towards the toe cap area of the sneaker. And here on the toe box, instead of having that crisp white leather, you've got this sort of like gray tone leather with the perforation holes all across the toe box area. And the leather itself is, you know, I would say it's not that plush. It is a bit stiff, but, you know, it's not plasticky or anything to any extent. I know that, you know, this patent leather detail has been throwing off a lot of people. Personally, I don't mind it. I mean, this is just an athletic shoe anyways, so you'll probably be wearing these like out on a golf course, you know, so like, you know, there's really nothing too you know, bad about adding a little bit of flair to your outfit. But that just might be me. And here on the center, you've got the flat cotton laces in that midnight navy color. I think these laces look really cool. And as you can see, these are pre-laced. They're pretty much choked up all the way towards the top. And that's slightly different from the regular Air Jordan 1 high models that we get. And then underneath that, you've got a crisp white nylon tongue. Nothing too special there. And what's a little bit different is that for the tongue tag, you don't have the Nike Air branding, but instead you've got a Jordan Jumpman logo, as well as the golf text embroidered in that midnight navy color. And, you know, it does look cool. It's just that it might have been a lot better if they decided to do the, you know, the Nike Air branding. But, you know, this is a golf shoe at the end of the day, so I'm guessing, you know, they just had to go with this particular design choice for this model. Now, on the inside, you've got the mesh material, the midnight navy colored mesh for the sock liners. And then on the inside, you've got that midnight navy insole with the Jordan Jumpman logo, as well as the golf text printed in white. And then on the back side of the sneaker, what you see here is that you don't have that sort of traditional Air Jordan Wings logo. Instead, you've got that sort of like the jewel detail with the Air Jordan Wings logo printed underneath that sort of jewel, you know, TPU material. And then for the collar or the flaps, you've got the patent leather once again. And on the collar, you've got that gray sort of leather once again instead of that crisp white leather that we saw on the side panel here. And then that, you know, metallic swoosh extends all the way towards the back of the sneaker. And here we find the midnight navy color patent leather used for the heel counter, as well as, you know, the rest of the back side of the sneaker. And then the medial side is basically the same deal. And there's nothing too special about the midsole either. It's just your regular, you know, white midsole. What's different is that for the outsole, we've got the circular traction pattern that we see on Air Jordan 1 high models, except for the fact that you've got these wedges for extra traction when you're, you know, in the midst of your golf swing. And we've seen this sort of, you know, traction outsole on the Air Jordan 1 Golf low models that we've been seeing quite recently, especially on the Chicago pair that I have in my collection. And on the mid part, you've got the golf branding here, as you can see, with the Nike swoosh logo underneath it. And then on the back side of the outsole, you see more of those sort of like wedge details to provide support and stability while playing golf. And, you know, as a golfer myself, I found this model, you know, quite nice. I haven't tried them outside yet. I've been just playing indoors on mats when I'm practicing. What I can tell you is that the traction isn't too bad, and I'm guessing this should be the same, except for the fact that I don't know how it's going to play out having, like, you know, a high or mid-top model when you're playing golf. But, you know, I personally prefer the low cuts against these, but I haven't tried these out just yet. But, you know, there might be a personal preference, but, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, the other side of the shoe is basically the same deal, except for the fact that this model does come with extra laces. As you can see, you get a set of white laces that you can swap out. Personally, I think the Midnight Navy laces look quite nice. It's just that, you know, it would add a little bit more pop and flair if you swap out with the white laces. So once again, that's a matter of personal preference. Now, I did want to do a small comparison side by side. I know that a lot of people have been comparing this particular release to the Kodot JP pairs that we've seen from a few years back. And what I can tell you is that the similarities are quite, you know, strikingly close, except for the fact that, you know, the Kodot JP pair has this sort of nubuck or suede type of material for its overlays. And then on the side panels, they've used the the tumble leather instead of the straight leather. And what's very, very interesting is that this also has the Jewel Air Jordan Wings logo on this pair, similar to the Kodot JP release. As you can see, my pair has started to yellow a little bit in the Jewel swoosh. It's quite interesting, you know. I should probably take better care, but, you know, these are notorious for turning yellow quite early. But anyways, and also I think I would say they also use the patent leather here for the Kodot JP pair, versus where they use the nylon material for this golf shoe. And the most one of the most important differences I've found is that, you know, the toe box as well as the collar area for the Kodot JP pair is all crisp white, but for the golf shoe, you've got that gray color. And I personally prefer the all the crisp white look because, you know, it just keeps things uniform. I'm not entirely sure why Jordan Brand decided to swap the white colors with the gray panels, but, you know, at the end of the day, there aren't like identical releases. So I'm guessing, you know, they just wanted to add some different details. But I don't know. I don't really see the reasoning behind it. But, you know, it is what it is. Resale wise, I just checked the price, and these do have a slightly higher retail price point compared to the regular Air Jordan 1 highs. And I would say, you know, the resale price isn't too crazy. You know, we're already like in the winter season, so there are very few people playing golf anyways. So if you do really want a pair of high tops for your golfing apparel, you know, this might be a good addition to your collection. But I did want to mention that the cut itself is significantly different. As you can see, you know, these are both marketed as high tops, but as you can see, there's a very noticeable difference in the cut here between the Midnight Navy golf pair and the Kodot JP pair. So I just wanted to point that out. These are really like a mid top in the traditional sense. But, you know, that's basically it for today. I hope you guys found this video informative and helpful. And if you did enjoy watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. And I'll be having a few more sneakers in the next few days. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching.